I also at the same time would love if that spilled over and I could offer Christmas to the children outside again, because I know many are wondering and waiting if it's going to happen, and it right now not, and I just can't stand that.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart
Hey guys, and I guess Merry Christmas due to the nature of the video I'm making. My treatment is actually going quite well, and that's the reason I'm making this video. I simply out and out had no energy to do what we needed to get done, and Fritzy has been looking after me so she couldn't do it, and also she has a 7-month-old baby boy to deal with as well, which is a tricky age because he's crawling, etc. So the things we never got done were the Christmas fundraisers. Now, we did try over the last year to try and pull in our team in Tanzania to take over some of the online work, but with my sickness, nobody really took hold of it. No one had the confidence to take hold. Perhaps because I never taught them, etc. I don't know. But because of that, we have this void inside the charity at the moment, and it's unfortunate because because of it are suffering, basically. Now, our finances are down at the moment, and yesterday I had a conversation with the accountant, and during that conversation I had to say something that I never wanted to say, and I felt like the bad guy from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the sheriff, because I had to say the words, "We'll have to cancel Christmas."
And call off Christmas.
Now, normally every year for the last years, we have provided Christmas for hundreds of children, disadvantaged children. Now, it's not about toys and games, but the disadvantaged children, we used to provide them with educational tools, pens, paper, books, because you can't learn to read without a book, and you can't learn to write without a pen, and that's the position thousands of children all around us are in every year. That, and the fact that children do like to play with toys as well, and balls and sports equipment, and again, if you're so poor you can't have those things. So it was a real beautiful thing in the community, not Featherstail but the village Uchira. Everyone looked forward to it every year, and our Christmas would vary. We would have it at Christmas time, sometimes in the middle of the year. It all depended on getting the shipments in and the freight in, but for the kids it didn't matter. All that mattered was that for the full 12 months of the year I'd see them with these things they received from people who shared with them. This year I've done nothing because I didn't have the energy, and as I say, I didn't want nothing to happen, but nobody seemed to be able to do it. Nobody was confident enough, or whatever it was. I think everyone kind of in Tanzania got used to the fact I handle that, and despite my calls for help, they didn't between them rally round to take over that part of it. And I think because they perhaps didn't see the damage it was going to do to us for the collective, and it does do a lot of damage, because Christmas the very thing that started Share Tanzania was a Christmas fundraising page, and the Christmas spirit of people in England, which got the Facebook page up to a few hundred likes, and that's where it all began, purely from raising funds to help children playing with rubbish as toys to have a Christmas time. This year things are very different for me because I have 100 plus children in my care, and in our care, in the charity's care. And with 100 plus children, you also want to provide something for them. I've got older boys who would like a new pair of, we buy all second-hand stuff anyway in Tanzania, but would like a new pair of shoes for Christmas or a new t-shirt and things like this. And they would like to have a day out. It's Christmas, everybody wants to celebrate. Even in Tanzania, our children who are Muslim celebrate Christmas, same as the Christians celebrate Eid. It's the culture celebrates both religion celebrations. Our smaller children, of course, are excited about Christmas as well because they know last Christmas they got gifts. And then our special needs children, we like to have a special time for them as well. Maybe some day trips, or they can have a nice day with special foods and, you know, music and a new outfit and some new toys, etc. But I just don't have the resources at all. We are very much struggling at the moment. To say the words cancel Christmas is not in my nature. Like I would never normally do that, but I had to say it to the accountant, and I'm just so uncomfortable with it because I have a little bit of energy, so I can manage, I think, doing a fundraising page and the extra work it takes trying to get money out to them. I can manage doing that, and even 3 days ago I thought I won't be able to manage that, but after the last blood cleanse, which was yesterday, and starting a new medication, I have some vibrance in me, and that vibrance in me is not going to let our Christmas at Featherstail go down without a fight, let's put it that way. So I'm putting this out there to see if people out there would help us. Now, what I want help is just to have a set amount for every child in our care to have a Christmas. So they get some new clothing, they get some shoes and toys for the other children, things of this, just things that children need, and of course educational toys more importantly as well. That can be done, I feel, conservatively for around about $20 a child, including having days out and a meal, etc. And that means I need to raise approximately $2,000 to $2,500 to cover all of the children inside our care. I also, at the same time, would love if that spilled over and I could offer Christmas to the children outside again, because I know many are wondering and waiting if it's going to happen, and it right now not, and I just can't stand that. So I'm going to set up a fundraising page and just put it out into the world, and I've been praying about it, and nothing's shifted financially for us. And I know Christmas is not life or death. I really know it's not. You know, I know it's not life or death if the children have a Christmas celebration. But for me, I think it's important for them growing up and for everything they've gone through. There's 100 plus children in our care who need to be in our care. They've all either been abused, or the parents have died, or the parents have abandoned them. They've already struggled with many different things affecting them as children, and I don't want anything small to affect them as well. I just don't want them to come into a safe environment where everything is kind of beautiful most of the time for them, but at the same time they go without. And I know inside the culture that a lot of children don't get to celebrate Christmas, which is why I was bringing it to them. Like I say, you can't learn to write without a pen and paper, so it's a necessity sometimes, it's an important thing. But with our children, those who are new into our care now hear from the children from last year that we celebrate Christmas. And the fact that this year we might not have one is not sitting well with me, as you can imagine. So we have our Christmas fundraiser, and I'm putting it out there. If you can share with a child in our care I'll be eternally grateful. You'll receive a Christmas card from the child into your email scanned, because it costs too much to post from Tanzania. I think most people understand that, but it will be handmade by the child in our care that you support, and then any children outside of there, anything that goes over budget, we'll use it for the children outside of our care. If you are sponsoring a child outside of our care as well, then you can use this fundraising page to put in $10, $20, whatever it might be, so we can give those children a little treat as well at this very beautiful and loving and peaceful time of the year. So that's it, basically. If you're sponsoring a child outside our care, you can use the page for that as well. Just leave a comment with the child's name below at the bottom of the fundraising page. If not, then you'll just be helping me to provide Christmas for the children that are inside our care, the children that Feathersail is guardian of. Sorry, the doorbell's going. So with all of that in mind, because that's completely distracted me and I know what it is, I'll say I wish you all a Merry Christmas. I love you all, and I know it's very late and nearly Christmas time, but I really hope we can pull off a little bit of a Christmas miracle and turn this around, because I love Christmas. I don't want to cancel it. So I love you all. Bye.
From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself